Okay, let's talk about the dating world. Papa Bear wants to talk about this. But actually, I want to talk about the sober dating world. I've been talking to quite a few guys who are in the sober phases of life. Either they're in recovery, they accept their alcoholism or their drug addiction, or they've made just a conscious choice. They don't have any, quote, addiction issues. They've made a conscious choice like, I just don't want to drink anymore. And suddenly, they can feel very shunned. Or suddenly, they make it a non-issue. Let's go with the shun first. If you are shunning somebody because they don't drink, or they choose not to do drugs, or they don't smoke pot, or whatever it is, I'm going to invite you to check yourself. If that's what you feel like you need in your world to be able to date or be in a friendship circle, good on you. Not going to judge you, but I am going to ask you to check yourself, because is that really the most important thing to have to date, to be in a circle? I get all that, okay? Sometimes it is like, hey, it's really hard to want to date somebody if you're a wine drinker and you appreciate wine and you enjoy it and they don't. But I know a whole lot of couples that's actually the way their couple is. One is a drinker, one's not. Some of them are, some of them like, a little bit of CBD, a little bit of marijuana, the other doesn't. They make it work. But be careful and check yourself about, how you come off about that, so that you don't demean somebody else's, perception or how they want to show up in the world. And especially if somebody says, yeah, I don't drink, do not assume it's because they have a problem. I have a good friend of mine who's a fellow coach, and they've been on a sober journey because they chose to. Not because he had anything going on. He's like, let's just see what it's like to not have alcohol. One of the things I try to do, and I'm pretty darn successful at it most of the time, is I don't drink during the week. It's a choice I'm making. Not because I'm an alcoholic. I just prefer not to. When I don't drink, I sleep better. Number one. Just asked me about Oktoberfest a few weeks ago. I also find that I feel better. I also have found, as I'm aging, yes, 61 years old, that the alcohol I choose to consume is a lot less, number one, and the type of alcohol, number two, is completely different. So check yourself, respect somebody else's choices in the sober dating. It just means that this is what they're doing for them, not for you. And if you need some help along these lines, let me know. I'd be glad to chat with you. Just schedule one of my next Move coaching sessions, and let's see what we can do to help you feel better. Take care, guys. Have a good week.